from the life of Joseph. Never forget that giving is always better than getting. Never forget it. Never forget it. Giving is always better than getting. If I were to ask you straight up question today, like face-to-face question, you were really honest with me. I would ask you, which do you prefer, getting or giving? You would say, probably many of you would say, well, Pastor, I know the right answer is giving, but actually what I like is getting, okay? Right. That's pretty human, right? You know the right answer, but we all like to get stuff, right? We like to be on the receiving end. But the Bible really does teach us something very different, that the best pathways of life are open to people who give and who help and who serve. That's how, if you want to get ahead in life, you've got to be a giver, you've got to be a server, you've got to be a helper. It's the best way to get ahead in life. It's God's pathway to get ahead in life. And giving and helping and serving, these words describe Joseph's life to a T, because you see in every realm of his life, you see him giving and helping and serving. When he goes to Potiphar's house, what does he do? He becomes a great servant in Potiphar's house. When he goes to prison, he becomes a great servant to the prison warden, so much so that the prison warden turns everything over to him. Even when he's in prison, people come to him with their dreams, right? Is that not what happened? They come to him with their dreams. Nobody asked Joseph about his dream. Not one time in prison does anybody say, hey, Joseph, would you share the vision you have for your life with us? We'd like to know what it is. He never shares his dream. He spends his time in prison always interpreting everybody else's dream. Dear ones, let me tell you something. The best way to see your dream come to pass is to serve somebody else's dream, okay? And so he served the dreams of those around him, some good, some not so good. But all of that was preparing him for the moment that he would have this ultimate dream where Pharaoh would have a dream about a famine that was coming, and he would be prepared for that moment. So Joseph spends his entire days before he becomes the prime minister of Egypt, he spends it in giving to other people. Not once does he talk about his dream. He never mentions it. After chapter 17 of sharing it with his brothers and sharing it with his father. Never even mentions it again until the day that Pharaoh says, I had a dream, can someone interpret it? And he was brought out, and there he interpreted the dream because he learned how to be a giver.